Alright, I'm rolling. Hello, Ms. B. This is my culture and social structure summative. I'm going to try to do like a mixture of video and like notes on the PowerPoint. It's just easier for me to explain some of the things because I like to talk. And it gets kind of complicated. Sorry. So I apologize if I'm like stuttering or just seeming tired. I just got back from orientation for my new job, and I have to go in a little bit and buy clothes for that because they didn't let me know until today that I need to get certain shoes and pants and a shirt and then a jacket. So I have to spend time doing that when I have this and, you know, 2 tests to prepare for on Thursday, but whatever. The group that I am doing is the Pokemon Cartel, and I use that term loosely. It's just a funny branding name. So a little bit of background just so I don't have to do as much explaining when I get into the actual meat of the sociology structure. This is a group of friends that I have, and we play Pokemon. We communicate through Skype, and this started back in the summer of last year. So the beginning of the summer of 2014. But I guess the best way to start explaining how this group came to be is that, you know, when you have a video game where you have the capability to be interactive and play with people other than yourself, and where there is an opportunity to be competitive with it, there's oftentimes like a competitive community of players who, you know, communicate through the internet with their friends, you know, getting other people involved locally to play this game and be interactive with other people and be competitive with it. The best example that I could use would be like Call of Duty. The Pokemon competitive community is large, but it's nowhere near as large as Call of Duty. So the online, just the Pokemon competitive community has been around for a really long time, ever since the early 2000s, when, you know, the games became, you know, like really, really popular, especially in America. You know, the community is definitely global. You know, here in America we have like the second largest population of Pokemon players in the world, and then, you know, Europe, you know, UK, Britain has like the third, and then Japan, where the games are originated from, has like the largest because like everyone plays Pokemon there, whether it be competitive or not. So the way I'll explain my group is we are a splinter group of a splinter group of a splinter group of the broad umbrella of Pokemon online community, competitive community. So, you know, Pokemon started getting competitive in the earlier 2000s. That sparked the creation of a website called Smogon, which I won't get into much detail with, but basically it's a fan-made site that Mimi, get off the couch. You're not supposed to be on that couch. That's my dog. We have a couch up here that's really nice, and she's not supposed to go on that couch. But Smogon basically is a fan-made group of people who made like a set of rules for competitive Pokemon, because Nintendo, who makes the games, hadn't done that yet. So they created their own thing. So that led to, over time, YouTubers playing Pokemon, PokeTubers as they're called. And so a bunch of PokeTubers got together in 2013. You know, they were all friends, they had all collaborated before, and they started streaming on Twitch, which is a website where you can do streams. It's similar to YouTube, but it's live, and you can interact with people because you are live. You know, there's a chat, you know, you could do like giveaways and stuff. So that was in 2013, and these guys call themselves the Pokemon Cartel. And so in the beginning of, in the summer of 2014, you know, I was watching a stream of, you know, one of the guys in the Pokemon Cartel and I got invited to do this battle with some people, and then that's how my Pokemon cartel started. So we are, my friend group, the Pokemon cartel, is a subgroup of YouTubers who play Pokemon. They are a subgroup of Smogon, who made rules for competitive Pokemon, who are a subgroup of the whole online Pokemon community. So, you know, this has been going on since the middle of 2014, about 8 or 9 months. So that's how long that I've been interacting with my friends, but I've been, you know, watching streams and such ever since fall of 2013. So I've been a member of this group for about a year and a half. Finally getting into the social structure. The elements of material culture, it's very limited, just because it's a video game. So we play, I should have brought the thing down here, but we play on our Nintendo 3DS, which is just like a handheld gaming system that, you know, I play with my hands. It's small, whatever. And then the game cartridges, which is, you know, how, like, you buy the game and the game is on the cartridge, you put it into the 3DS and then you play the game. So there's that. There's also computers, and I mean, like, I have a tablet, and other people on there have a tablet and then a smartphone. I have a brick phone, so I can't have Skype on there, but we communicate through Skype and text occasionally with, like, I text with some of the guys who actually live in Illinois, which is actually cool. That happened, but basically the elements of material culture are DS, which has the games on it, and then any way we can access Skype, which is either computers, tablets, or phones, where we can have the Skype app. So those are the elements of our material culture. So the elements of non-material culture, specifically for language, this is where it gets a little bit tricky in terms of explaining things. Basically, the YouTubers, the original Pokemon cartel, uses a lot of slang. Like, fire types are weak to water types. So if I send out a water type and my opponent sends out... if I send out a water type and my opponent sends out a fire type, like, he loses that matchup. I can win that matchup, so that means that I have a better chance of winning the battle. So we would say, like, hello, like, in that sort of, like, sarcastic tone. Just like, what are you doing? Like, that makes no sense. And in like a joking way. Like, this community is, like, definitely competitive, but it isn't, like, a mean community. It's just, you know, every community, like, teases people and stuff. So we have slang like that. Another example of slang is saying, is this game? I think this is game. And, is this game? I think this is game. In, like, that sort of weird voice that one of the streamers came up with. We have abbreviations, which is, you know, jargon. Just, you know, like, when we're watching battles, or, like, just talking while we battle each other. For example, there's a Pokemon called Tyranitar. Most people call it T-Tar because, like, who wants to say Tyranitar? Just call it T-Tar, like T-Tar activated sandstorm or whatever like that. It's just easier. And then we also have mathematical terms. Like, in the game, there are built-in mechanics that make your Pokemon better. So you have, like, IVs, EVs, natures, and, you know, with EVs you can have 252 EVs in each stat max, but you want to put it in the 2 most effective stats for battle, and then you want to have 31 IVs in each stat so your Pokemon is battle ready. So very technical terms, and so those are pretty much our elements of language. We have our abbreviations, which is, you know, like the T-Tar thing, terms, which are very jargon-like and specific to the game, and then we have our slang. But then other than that, it's just talking and, you know, joking around. I'm actually going to pause the video right now because I have to upload. I'm the only way to upload this is through YouTube, and if the video is too long, it's going to take forever to render because it's on a laptop and not on a PC. So I'm going to stop the video now, and I'll be back for the next part of the video.